What is a problem that you could solve? Could someone here who's a small business owner or who wants to be, tell me what problem you solve? Like, what is the service you render, or the product you render, or that you want to render? Somebody? Bueller? Bueller? Bueller. Yes, sir. What is the problem that you solve?
Communication problems.
Communication problems. Communication, okay. So you solve communication specifically, I think we talked about, from the person filing an insurance claim and the insurance company.
Exactly.
Is that right? Anybody else here solve a problem you want to describe? What does your company do? What do you do? Well, I talked to a guy who's an engineer from Texas. You, sir, what problem do you solve? What do you do? If you look at the bottom right of this, I'll tell you what problem. I took algebra 3 times on my description of who am I, right here. I took algebra 3 times. You help people like me, you know what I mean? So you solve math problems, right? I mean, you do a lot of things in engineering, okay? What problems do you solve? Anybody else here solve a problem? Anybody else solve a problem? Somebody? Yes, you in the back.
I find money for projects for a nonprofit organization.
Find money for projects for nonprofits. And that's a big deal for an organization that needs money. I mean, you are their lifeline, right? Okay, anybody else here have a problem you solve? Think about something this month that just irritated you, some problem that you had happen. I'll give you an example. Anybody here know about Maurice Canbar? Anybody know about that guy? And what he did is he was at a traffic light one day, and he was thinking to himself, I was so hammered last night and my head hurt. Why does that happen? Now mind you, he's like 65 at the time. Why does my head hurt, you know? So he talks to his secretary and she's like, it's because you drink like a fish, you know what I mean? You were drunk, you know? And he says, okay, well, yeah, but why does that happen? She's like, well, I just think it's because you drink too much, you know? Just let it go. So he just obsesses on it. Well, he starts to think, I bet you there's somebody who knows why it causes a headache. So he starts researching on the Google, starts researching, finds a university where apparently there's college professors that study alcohol for a full-time living. And he sits down with these guys and says, dudes, philosophers, geniuses, guys, what causes a headache? And they say, oh, it's these certain parts of the alcohol. Unless you triple distill something and you do this and that, it will cause a headache. And he's like, can't we just triple distill it? And so the geniuses say, well, yeah, you could, but it'd be a lot more money. So he says, well, let's do that. So they do it. He patents the idea. He ends up branding Sky Vodka, and he sells it for $600 million to solve a problem. And you go, well, that's an anomaly. That's not a good realistic example. But that's how you do it. You don't have to go to like any certification program to find a problem and solve it. So I'm just giving you a second, a little kumbaya time. Write down some problems that you could solve. Maybe something that just pisses you off every day that you have to solve. You know, why do I always step on my kids' cars? Why does it hurt my foot? I don't know. What's the problem you could solve though? What is it? So what's the problem? Somebody think of a problem. Think of a problem. We have a lady back here. I'm going to pick on you because you're the nurse of the city of Tulsa, and you are a big deal, and therefore you are awesome. What is your name again?
Jamisha.
Jamisha, and you are the city nurse for the city of Tulsa?
Yes.
People see you when they have tummy aches and such? Tell them about your consulting career. You're consulting. What are you doing now?
Helping companies accomplish what I do for the city. If you have CDL drivers, you drug test them, I can help them start a drug testing program.
Okay. So you're teaming up with attorneys now who need, is that what you're saying? You're teaming up?
That's another piece of it.
About like how smart we are, it's the problem we solve. Does that make sense? You guys feel me? Like a petting zoo? Okay. Starting to get the theme. Okay, good. So we're going to move on to marketing, assuming you have a problem. If you don't have a problem to solve, I encourage you to just go talk to your friends after we're done. Someone's going to bitch about something, write it down and solve it.